guys, welcome back to the channel. Jay here. So just wanted to go over the parts a little bit that were provided. This isn't really an unboxing per se. I just wanted to show you what we got in the package. So we got the plate. Obviously this is steel. There's a nice powder coating it looks like on it. And the shaft here, that is, my guess is it's solid aluminum billet. Obviously this part towards the car for the tow hook connection, and then this is where the plate mounts on. There's a screw hole there, camera screw hole there, and then the bite there is 5/8 inch, so that should 5/8 inch socket or wrench should fit that. And then it came with this bag of screws. So screws and bolts, or bolts and nuts, I should say. They're Allen head, and then it's got, they actually provided, they were so gracious as to provide an Allen wrench, a cheap Allen wrench, if I can get it out now, to install it, whatever. So there's also there's a lock washer there, and there's one long bolt which obviously goes into the shaft here. My guess is the lock washer would go behind that. And let's go out to the car and do a quick test fitting, and I'll share some more thoughts there. Okay, so here we are at the front of the car. Step one, of course, is to take off this access right here. There's a little spot here, little spots to grab. And pull this out, set that aside, and we're going to install this shaft right in the hole. Okay, so turns out there was instructions actually on the package that they came in. As you see here, it says flat washer above the bracket and the spring washer below the bracket to prevent the spinning. Good English there, but in any event, basically what they're saying is we'll take this lock washer here and put it on the back side. We'll put the flat washer here on this side, which I'm sure it will crush a little bit if you tighten it down enough. And when you do that, that'll limit the amount of angle that this will be able to do, but nonetheless. So we'll put the washer back here like that, and we'll screw this in. Alright, so let's talk about the positives and the negatives of this mount. So, first off, the positives are that you don't have to drill any holes in your bumper. It's compact. It uses, you don't have to worry about kind of the situation, because what I mean is the orientation, because you can adjust it between these holes however you like, if you want to move it a little bit one way or the other. It seems like it's built pretty well. This is pretty solid. I think the shaft is, as I had mentioned, probably solid aluminum, and this has a powder coating on it that'll help protect it, I'm sure, for a while. So what are the negatives? Well, first off, this mounting situation here is only bolted in, so it's the same for back here behind it. For the tow hook, obviously, it's only screwed in as well. So, you know, it could turn from this point, and there'd be nothing to stop this plate from spinning around and just doing all kinds of damage to your bumper, paint, etc., etc. Even with the tow hook, you know, I mean, if you didn't tighten it enough, and maybe even if you did, after a while, you know, the wind and the vibrations just might start making this loose, and, you know, eventually it's going to do damage to your bumper. There are some ways that you could avoid that, or hopefully reduce the chance of it doing as much damage. Getting like a license plate frame that's made out of plastic or rubber, that'll help. Obviously, if this starts to go, you know, one direction, or unscrewing. Also, you might want to put Loctite on the tow hook side. I don't know how you feel about that. I'd love to hear any comments or insight if anybody has done something similar with that and how that might turn out. I'm not sure I'd want to do that though, because if you needed to use the tow hook, then you'd have to break that, and that comes with its own issues, I suppose. The other thing too that you could do, and I might do actually, is drill a hole in here, or perhaps use one of these in some way, using a cable, and drill into the shaft or something, and configure it so that if this bolt comes loose, then it won't spin. You'll hear it rattle, it'll be loose, but you know, it won't spin around and damage your bumper, or bumper cover, however it is. So those are pretty much my thoughts on this. It's not a bad product. If it's done right, if it were done a little bit differently, or even like I said, I was going to say this bolt coming undone, even if they had like a washer or a tooth in this plate, that would help give you a little advance notice. That would be nice as well, but they didn't do that. And so as a permanent mount, I think it has its problems. It has its potential hiccups. As a temporary mount, I think it's great. Or if you don't, for a show mount, that might work great. So anyway, that's it for this video. I hope that you enjoyed the content. If you did, please hit the like button and consider subscribing. And if you have any comments or thoughts or questions, please put them down below. And thanks for watching, and be safe out there.